get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align with.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, 50-50. Mike.
Cover.
Mike, hey. Here we go. Here we go.
22, 44. Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Middle. Hey, Delta.
Ben to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out.
Like 20.
Like 50. Let's go. Man up, deep.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian Jenkins. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Brissett. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
No. Off. Shift. Go tight. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Running the sweep. Hilton with it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Flushed out right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards on the play, first down.
White 80.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll get that one complete to Connor.
Here we go.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. 15 yards on the play, first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings, for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Roethlisberger will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard. Line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Roethlisberger is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Roethlisberger now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. That's good for 28 yards. Roethlisberger now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! You two. Hey, my 7. I got you. I got you. Mike's 49. Easy, easy. Black, black.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. This is caught. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
7.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yo. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Here's Hines. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Hines. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
On first down, Hines. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Check, crunch. Go. Check 25, check 25.
They'll try to throw now. Bissell. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Anybody's coming. Anybody's coming. Watch. Shit. Hatch it. Hey, motion. Check. Shift.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Safarian Jenkins has it. That one goes for 24 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
58, right? 44? Mike, 58, right there.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Darius Leonard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
First down.
Go. We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Right here, right here. Mike, check 33. 33.
Third and short yardage, Brissett. And he connects with Ebron. He's at the 40. The 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Motion. Reset. Check. Motion out of the backfield.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
26 Mike. Check tight.
To throw, Brissett. And this is going to be incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
25 yards that time. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Darius Leonard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
I'm coming after you. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Roethlisberger. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he finds Safarian Jenkins. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
All right now, 180. 50, Mike, 50. I got you, Pop. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the run.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Complete to Washington. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 21. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. How about Ben Roethlisberger, his 5th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run with Hines. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They run again with Hines, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Everyone, you got 4 down. Back.
Now Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
They run with Hines. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
26, Mike. It's going to be a long day. That's got to be a long day. 26, Mike.
You don't know no better.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Brissett. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 48 yards. Ben to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Alert. Hey, orbit.
On second and goal, Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's third and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Again, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get to normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Second and 10.
26 months.
At the 33-yard line.
You ain't got nothing.
Now a give, right side. Hines, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14.
That's another Colts first down.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, you don't want to see it. You don't want it. 26, Mike.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Tight end left. Tight end left. Yes, yeah. You. It comes to me. It's me.
On third down, Hines. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on 4th down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But
and now look at him go. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do. Rush coming, and And he's taken down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Hey, we got 3.
Now a give right side. It's Hines. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? The NFL.